up, you guys? Man, this is Inside the Porter Podcast, man, presented by Porter Prospect Productions. We appreciate all the love and support. I want to thank you guys for joining me today, man. And just like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Continue to run it up. All the new subscribers, man, appreciate y'all for locking in with me today, man. But we're gonna get to the topics for today, man. Are y'all seeing what's happening with this Jimmy Butler situation? It gets messier by the day. So Jimmy missed the plane, was late to the plane. Ended up catching another flight, meeting the team there. They suspended him for 2 games. Now, why that sets precedent? Because there's already a thing involved as far as like, okay, you missed the plane, you this. But we did see also this year that Zion Williamson did get suspended for a game because he missed the team flight. And so now new precedent is being set for missing flights. Listen, y'all, I get Jimmy Butler. I get like the first suspension. I wasn't with it. I didn't like it. This one is valid because now what are you doing? You're going to make it to where the point you're going to drive your value down so bad that teams are going to really try to shortchange you when it comes to either new money or whatever, because they got to wonder whether you're going to be bought all the way in. This is not how you want to do it. This is not how you want to do it. If you want to leave a place, this ain't the way to go about it. I'm just telling you that now. This is not the way to go about it. There's other alternative ways to get your way. This ain't. You not being there when your teammates need you, it's a bad sign in the locker room. It's a bad sign everywhere because your teammates did nothing to you. You have an issue with management, but all the action that you're doing is hurting the team. And so your team needs you. Trade deadline coming up. I'm pretty sure if you were to play, your trade value could go up and you would be traded because that was your request and that's what you want to do. The way you're handling this situation is very, very bad. Going about it this way to try to get out of there, causing a bunch of ruckus and everything. Reason being is, like I said, it don't look like you're a locker room guy. It doesn't look like you're locked in with your team. It looks like you're kind of taking it out on them because they need you. That's just a fact, Jimmy. Their team needs you, and right now you're not there for them. And so, to me, if I'm the Heat, the best bet you can do is try to get him out of here as quickly as possible, for the simple fact is he's being a detriment to your team now. Every question, they can't even answer regular basketball questions. They have to answer questions about Jimmy Butler. Where is he? What he been doing? Is he with you guys or is he not with you guys? To have to answer those questions constantly, daily, brings up some resentment because what about us on the court? What about what we doing on the court? Y'all don't appreciate our efforts. No, because they having to answer those questions. And so, like I said, to me, Jimmy's going about this the wrong way. I don't like it. I think that what's going to end up happening is he's going to get his way because you can't have that on the team. But your issue is going to lie in the fact that you're not a team guy. And that's one of the worst things you want to be labeled as. Not a team player. Okay? But yeah, let's switch gears. Speaking of teams, let's switch gears. The NFL coaching carousel is alive and well. Well, Ben Johnson is the new coach of the Chicago Bears. Wow. I mean, does it really shock anybody though? Let's get real. Let's be real. Does that really shock anybody? Does it shock you that he's not there? It shouldn't. It shouldn't shock you that he's not he got this job. It shouldn't shock you that he's there. It shouldn't shock you for the fact that we knew that the Bears had their eyes on Ben Johnson since last year. They just didn't fire their coach, which I think they should have, because that would have gave Caleb a start in the offense that he could have grew in. Now he has a new coordinator, new everything, new. Second year, second coordinator. That's why, to me, when you're drafting these franchise guys and you're bringing them in, at these early picks, you got to make sure you got a stable foundation at coach. Is this coach coaching for his job this year? If that's the case, he should have been gone the year before. There should have been pre-planning. You knew you had the number one pick. Pre-planning. Like, I know right now, Tennessee is sitting there with their guy coach. They got the guy they want to coach. Now they just need a quarterback. Now they're saying they're not dead set on taking a quarterback, which I think is very interesting. But nonetheless, they got a stable situation at coach. But let's go here. I think Ben Johnson could be good for Caleb Williams. Now, the question is he good for the team? That's another question for another day. Because that's where I might have my little hesitation. Because I think he'll be good for Caleb. Because the offense that they was running in Detroit is very quarterback friendly. It had Jared Goff and MVP conversations. You understand what I'm saying? And so I think the offense is going to be fine. Now, can you rally that defense is the question. Who's going to be your defensive coordinator? Who are you getting in there to rally the troop? Because you got guys on defense. Your defense probably was the bright spot of your team last year. Now you just need to make sure that the guy that you bring in matches the scheme, matches everything up, and y'all can get the rolling. Because, to be honest with you, your problem was really offensively, and I think you might have took care of that. But I'm not sure. Are we 100% sure Ben Johnson takes care of that? So it's just different from being a coordinator where you just worried about this side of the ball than when you got to worry about the whole thing. You got to manage the whole thing. It's a lot. And so we shall see what's going to happen. A shout out to Chicago for doing what they did. Then the Jets. They hired Aaron Glenn. Shocking to me. I knew he was in the running. I thought he was going to New Orleans, though. I did. I thought he was going to New Orleans. But I'm not mad at this with the Jets. I understand it. I do. I think that the Jets, they on the defensive side, they're pretty okay. They can be a lot better, which that'll help with Aaron Glenn being there for sure. So he's gonna be cooking up now. Sorry. The question that I have is, what are you going to do offensively? I don't know if you can run it back with Aaron Rodgers. I don't think you should run it back with Aaron Rodgers. I think you should definitely be looking other places for a quarterback. Hit the market, see what's out there, get you a bridge or something like that. Because I think right now the popular thing right now is to get a bridge quarterback, because the next year's draft class is going to be so much better than this one. But I'm hearing a lot of quarterbacks may be taken in the first round, which is, to me, if y'all are, after Cam Ward and Shador, if y'all are taking quarterbacks, then y'all better have a bridge that's already there. Outside of those two, I don't see too much. I think they're projects outside of those two. I think you're taking a risk. You draft Quinn Ewers. That's a risk that you're taking. Because I think his main issue is, I think his decision-making is not elite. He doesn't have elite decision-making. That hurts you in the league. If you have bad decision-making before you get to the league, and these coverages and defenses ain't as exotic in college like they is in the pros, well, you're going to struggle in the pros. But maybe he's not the day one starter, so that's what you kind of got to hope for. But like Milroe, Jalen Milroe's not a starter out the gate. He's not ready yet. I think he could have did another year in college. Personally, I think he could have went back and did another year. But I understand. He think his draft stock is as high as it's going to get. and he wants to take advantage of it. And so, I clearly understand. But that's what I'm wondering with the Jets. Do you go get a quarterback in this draft, or do you hit the market, get you a bridge or something like that? I think another person that's going to be available is going to be a Russell Wilson. I do not think he's back in Pittsburgh. I think they go ahead and let him walk and roll with Justin Fields. And so I think him being a bridge for a quarterback for a year, I think that's where the Jets may look. May see the Giants look that way if they can't get their guy. But we're going to see, man. This draft, to me, is very interesting. Especially with Tennessee, basically saying they wanted a generational talent. Well, if you want a generational talent, that lets me know that a lot of people in that organization leaning toward Travis Hunter. Because that's a generational talent in this draft class. But yeah, man, listen. A lot of coaching changes. There's more to come. Dallas ain't picked their guy yet. We're still waiting on a couple other teams to pick their guy. So I'll definitely be locked in and tuned in and let you guys know my thoughts on those. I appreciate y'all love, all your support. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. This is Love. This ain't Love. This is Inside the Portal Podcast, presented by Portal Prospect Productions. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Until next time, peace.